And we're back. Tomorrow is a new day. It's the next day. Timing belt. The big part of the job. The heavy part of the job. Which really, RB timing belts are not that bad at all. So just like everything else, OEM Nissan parts for all of it. Pit work is OEM Nissan apparently. For those that don't know. So if you see a pit work part, feel good. Timing belt says pit work on it. Part numbers and cam seals, crank seals, cast O-ring, the spring for the tensioner, thermostat, tensioner, idler, water pump, timing belt, and then of course the seals. And it's really all you need for that. Needle straighten the coolant using the wonderfully provided Nissan drain hose built into the radiator. Sucks. Then, first thing we're going to do, pull the hoses off, pull the radiator. Most important part of this, there is a detachable piece here for the fan shroud. If you don't take this off, you will tug against it and you will break something. There's 2 tabs on either side. You squeeze them in, pulls out. That way you can pull the radiator out in one piece. Side note, for those that are following the newly renamed Vortex Z swap, we got, you know who it is, the guy. The legend. He's all 3 things. Drinking the do it for Dale, or something, I don't know. Anyway, so he's hooking up the newly named Vortex because that's what it is apparently. He's doing the cylinder deactivation, which you do for the thing so it doesn't work, and if it doesn't work then it doesn't break, something like that. But anyway, he's handling that. That's a whole separate series that you may or may not see, but just know that it's in work. Progress is happening. He's also doing a rear main. He's getting a lot done. Progress. Alright, radiators out. This is that piece I was talking about. This is what you're looking at here. So it's a clip like this on both sides. Safety first, of course. Accidents do happen, but we can do our best to prevent them. That's what these are for. But this is all the space we got to work with. The fan comes off first, which is just some 10 mils. Then all the drive belts after that. Then we're going to, I think, pull the cast, set it to TDC, and then just start ripping the whole front end apart.
You can pull that seal out.
No, we're not doing that. We're just gonna break it. We're gonna be part of this moment here.
I don't want to break that seal, bro.
So one of the rarest things in the Nissan world is this sticker, fully intact right now. And we get to break it. OEM Nissan sticker for the cast. Locking its position and we get to break it.
You sure? It would be cooler if we don't break it.
Cooler if we break it.
Oh, I get to break it.
Neil gets to do the honors.
I don't even know how to do this.
Just do it in slow motion, it's okay.
Nice.
So chances are, this is the original timing belt.
Ribs on the back.
So good thing we're doing it. Once we flip it over, we'll be able to see the condition for sure, but at least the top has no cracks or anything in it. But it is, you can see, very, very worn. So good thing we're doing this. So before we actually pull it off, we're gonna set this to TDC, set ourselves up for success, and then do the thing. So it's dark now, but we got the crank pulley off. It fought us. Tried to do of course the original method of just using the puller, but as you can see, the bolt broke off right in it, so they made that method useless. These are M6s. I really feel like they should be M8s, but considering how close it is to the edge there, I couldn't even widen the holes if I wanted to. So M6 it is, but I think that's gonna have to live in there because I'm gonna cause more damage trying to pull that out than just leaving it. But it got stuck. It moved a pretty good amount, and then we had no choice but to use this outer lip, hoping that the pulley would come off before this broke. But we lost that battle, so I'm gonna just smooth that out, and you know, it'll just be what it is. But pulley's off, and so is most everything else. So lower cover and cam gears, the belt of course itself, and then all the little stuff and snatch the water pump off, and then boom, 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 and we're on our way. Whole front stack is disassembled. Seems to have been some evidence of something under here. Who knows? It's all being set up now. Inside of the block is gorgeous, so that's a good sign. But all this is about to be cleaned up and replaced. Alright, so old timing belts is old. There's no cracks or anything in it. Teeth are kind of square. I don't know. It's an okay shape, but it's definitely super old. And then the idler here has this ridge on it. Makes me think that this idler is also super old. Then the tensioner also has a ridge on it. Pretty good one too. So good chance that all this stuff is original. But I mean, the car is very well maintained, so they got away with it for a while there. But time to upgrade it. The crank gear fought us on the way out as well, just like the pulley, but it's not going to fight us on the way in. So, all right. So cam seals are out. And crank seal, or front main I should say, is out as well. So step one is to replace those, which of course we got all new ones here. Of course we always oil them before putting them in. Heavily oiled. Both the seal and the snout of whatever it's going on over, so it doesn't drag at all. Flash forward, timing belts on. Pit work, yellow, front. So, dot, mark, line. Dot, mark, line. And then you gotta do your best on this one. So, there you go. So you can see the dot, you can see the mark, and you can see the thing on the oil pump. It's all there. So cool. Tension set. Idler's obviously on, so we're gonna rotate the motor over a couple times, check to make sure that everything lines back up, which it will, but gotta do it anyway. And then timing belt will be done. Last thing will be the thermostat, and then we rebuild it, and then we're done.
Say it and then you're done, right? Ready?
Compression, boy.
Oop, dot, mark, and on the crankshaft, dot, mark.
So just a quick note about corrosion. So this line was actually leaking kind of internally. Of course the hose clamps here, but instead of the coolant running through the pipe and through the hose, it was actually going this way and coming back out. And what you had was like a really heavy buildup of like crap and gunk all along this. Well, coolant and heat and vibration, all these things add to corrosive effects pretty heavily. And that's how you get this pitting and all that kind of stuff. Fortunately, it didn't go all the way through, but that one there is pretty close. But I think after cleaning this off, we're going to replace the clamp. I think it's going to stop right there. But yeah, stuff like that sucks, because finding that leak is difficult. But this is all cleaned up. New thermostat, and the flange actually on the motor is all cleaned up, and as you can see, we're pretty built up so far. Crank pulley's back on, lower covers on, all that kind of stuff. Day 3 of the GTR refresh. Last night we pretty much finished, but we're all out of RTV, so we couldn't put the thermostat housing back on, so that sucked. So that's what added a whole extra day. Otherwise, this would have been completely done. So everything is back on, blah, 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 blah. The thermostat's even in, but the housing is not. So we're gonna glob that up, throw it on, and give it some time to dry, fill it with coolant, and this car will be done. I keep saying that, but I promise. This is the last one. Told you, we're done. We're up and running. We're doing this thing now. And let it warm up, idle up, and then we'll set the timing. And this boy will be all done up. Also, just so you guys can see. $90,000 kilometers. With the Tommy Kaira cluster. Goes up to 300, 10K. What do you got else? You got torque split, fuel, temp. I guess everything else seems to be normal. Skyline boy. So just take my word for it. Just drove it up and down the street. Bed in the brakes because we got all new rotors. Of course, you gotta verify your repair. You know, we pulled the axles out and did all that kind of stuff. Let's just say this car is at a very high level of performance. And it's very impressive. It's slow, but it drives very well. Kevin.
Beautiful.
What do you think?
It's beautiful.
Hold on. What do you think of the Skyline?
Absolutely stunning.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Is that better?
Yeah, because down here I'm literally like looking up at you. But anyway. Alright, so GTR is done. RB26 time belt, brakes, RB26 brakes, RB26 axles, RB26 car. Did all that. Hope you enjoyed. Appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe for more content. If I can figure out his Instagram, if he has one, I'll post it if you want to keep seeing it. I'm sure it'll be back for something. But yeah, Fulldetailautomotive Automotive. Thanks for watching. Kevin, send us out.
We're out.
We're out. Ah!